Hello, everybody. This is JD. Today, I would like to talk to you about three things. One, Sarah Palin. Two, the Tea Party. And three, the Republican candidates and how so much they mirror Obama in 2008 presidential campaign. Let's first start off with Sarah Palin. Sarah Palin, and I've told this to some of you people in the group, they add me to the group because I have expressed this. I am running for President of the United States. I will vote for me. My people will vote for me. I was the spoiler in 2008. Sarah Palin, I would love for you to be my vice presidential candidate. Yes, you are rough around the edges, but one job of a leader is to train their replacement. I will promise you this, that you will be the president behind me. But first we have to win. And we can do it. I see a very promising individual within you. Our campaigns would be campaigning together, but also separately. We would continue to do and hit every little town along the country as much as possible, as you are. And you can talk on many of the subjects you have been, because you have spoken a lot of truth. Straightforward, straight to the people. You've been throwing some wild cards in there, but you're nowhere Michelle Bachmann. But I invite you, and I implore you, to seriously consider running as my vice president. Now, secondly, the Tea Party. Apparently, the Republican Party thinks the Tea Party is just another way of spelling Republican. Right now, the Republican Party is spelling Republican Party, Teaparty. They have taken you over. They have completely taken over the Tea Party. They do not realize the Republican Party and the Democrat Party are part of the real problems with our government. Both parties have been in power in Congress way too long. And neither party will relinquish their hold on the government. Basically, the Republican Party has said they are the Tea Party by capturing the Tea Party. So, any of you who are Tea Party people, you have been drafted into the Republican Party, plain and simple. Now let's talk about the Republican Party in the primaries. They are no different than Obama in 2008. Now look at how the Tea Party people got into Congress and said, no, we want this. And the Republicans said, whoa, wait a minute, you can't have it right now. We got to do this. We got to do that. Tea Party said no. Then Republican Party said, look, you're our fanatic ends, extremes. This is what we're going to do. And of course, your representatives fell for the trap. Tea Party, listen to this, what actually happened. Don't listen to words. Look at what happened in Congress when they were going over the debt limit. I realize our government has to increase the debt limit because they keep spending up to it until we start reducing the size of government and start reducing our expense. The problem with the debt limit is if we reach the debt limit and we stop there, nobody can buy U.S. Treasury notes again any longer, and nobody can buy U.S. savings bonds because they add to the debt limit. So, you out there who are fanatical about reducing the debt limit, don't buy Treasury notes and don't buy savings bonds. I am going to start some savings bonds again. I like to have them. I look at them as a little ace in the hole. Now, enough said on that. Now, let's talk about the Republican Party. The Republican Party primaries, listen to them. Is there any difference between the Republican parties and what they're doing right now to what Obama did in 2008? Is there any difference between Obama's promises and quote-unquote change and the Republican candidate's promises, quote-unquote change? No. You listen to the debates, you listen to the forums, you listen to what they got to say. They're all full of promises. Remember the purpose of the president, people, is to show leadership, to give direction. But it's Congress that runs the country. That's right. So they can promise anything they want. The truth is, they just want your vote. Then it's the Republican Party that will run the government. Not an individual. They're the good old party system. Yes, that's what we got with Obama, the Democrat Party that runs the system. But for some reason, they couldn't get it right. They were too busy forcing down our throat insurance regulations, which they call medical, which is not medical for anybody. But they're going to be able to find you in 2014 if you don't have medical insurance. Isn't that nice? That's what they got. That's what you got, people. People with money's idea of medical is for you to get insurance. And then they regulated the insurance. That's what you got. Because you see, people with money don't know what it's like to have to live payday to payday and figure out how you're going to pay your bills. Probably a lot of them don't even know what their bills are. They have an accountant that handles it. So how do you expect them to understand what you need? They're making promises and promises just like Obama did. All they care about is winning a presidential election, not about a nation. When they get in office, then the Republican Party can figure out what to do. That's not my way. And you people better realize out there that if you want something different, it's going to have to be you out there. How many of you asked me, well, how's your committee set up? Well, what's a committee made up of? People. And some of you have voiced interest. If you're serious about becoming part of the organization, you can do one of two things. Send me a direct email and tell me and give me your phone number. I will personally call you. Or if you're serious, real serious, and want to get started, you can call me. 757-853-5427. I'm also listed in the phone book under James D. Criveau in Norfolk, Virginia. Some people say, don't tell you where my committee's at. Committees. Not telling the truth is almost the same as lying. Now, if you all want something different, you want to make it happen, you've got to do it now. If I am at the same point in January of 2012 as I was in October of 2008, I'm not going to run. Because then I figure you people don't want nothing different. You all want exactly the same thing you got. It's not me that's going to make the decision. It's you. And I have told you over and over again, there's no political party that's going to fix our nation. It's us, the people. I have told you over and over again, I will only support you, the people. I have told you over and over again, we do not have a democracy. We have a republic, which is partly democratic, partly socialist. And it's how you people want it to be constructed that should matter, not how the political parties want it. I have a plan, a video on YouTube that says medical for all. I have one to tell you about our economy and how to build it back up. I will not tell you what I am going to do till after I am elected. I don't need somebody else copying me. I had too much of that in 2008. No protection on anything. And the person copied a lot that I said and couldn't do any of it. I've been a leader. I know what a leader is. To me, the presidency is a job, not a title. And we together can fix this nation. And it can be no other way. I am a constitutionalist, strongly believe in the Constitution. Now, some people say, oh, we can't go back. No, the original Constitution was written because of the way it was written to get it passed. By adding the amendments, changes the Constitution to be equal for all, fair for all. And the tax burden, though I greatly against the income tax, I must support because as a constitutionist, I must support the Constitution as it is written, not the way I would like it to be. So don't come up here and tell me anything about the 3/5. I don't care because it's not there no more. It was taken away with an amendment. Don't tell me about only men can and women. That was changed too. Please don't. But probably the most important thing that I have that the other candidates don't have is an extremely, very strong respect for your rights, liberties, and privileges. And I feel strongly the government has no right to infringe on your personal life. So that's where I stand. Bottom line is, Sarah Palin, I'd love for you to be my vice president. The Tea Party is just another way of spelling Republican. And the Republicans are giving you the same old promises that somebody else gave, Obama gave. Different angles, but still nothing more than political party campaign rhetoric. That I cannot do. This is JD. If you want something different, if you want it to happen, you got to start making it happen. I can't do no more than what I've done. It's solely up to you all now. This is JD.